SCP-103. Object Class Euclid. Status Recontained. Special Containment Procedures. Has been scratched. SCP-103 does not require any specific or strict containment procedures. If SCP-103 begins to show any signs of distress or erratic behavior, SCP-103 will be moved to a 5 meter by 5 meter room while awaiting medical examination. Not available. See Addendum 103-A and 103-B. SCP-103 is to be maintained in a medically induced vegetative state to ensure compliance. It is to be kept alive with a regular data expunge, certain with the incisions that are not allowed to heal, keeping SCP-103's stomach cavity exposed at all times. Class 4 Foundation Restricted Medical Kit is to be employed by all personnel interacting with SCP-103. All redacted from SCP-013 are to be incinerated. At no time should any personnel come into unprotected contact with any objects or substance removed from the 103. Description: 103 appears to be an average human male in his mid-40s. Subject has been measured at 190 centimeters in height and weighing at 100 kilograms. Subject was born in 19 redacted on redacted date. Subject has not known living relatives at this time. Subject checked into a small local hospital in mid-April at approximately 9:30 p.m. The subject explained to the doctor and staff that he had not eaten for weeks. Due to not feeling any effects of hunger after an initial examination, 103 appeared to be perfectly healthy despite his condition. 103 continued to explain to the staff that he didn't feel any need to eat. This has been scratched as well. On obtaining and studying SCP-103, it appears that any solid and liquid coming in contact with the inside of SCP-103's stomach disappears instantaneously. Despite this condition, 103 appears to be perfectly healthy. At this point, it is unknown how 103 obtains the nutrients that a human would need to survive or where the provided food ends up with consumption. 103 does not expel any waste. 103 has reported becoming thirsty as a normal human would. Due to this, standard cooler until bottles of fresh water appear to be delivered to 103's room at 6:30 every morning. 130 has shown no signs of hostility towards our staff, occasionally engaging in conversation and board games provided by the staff. See Addendum 103-B. Addendum 103-A. All testing to date has been inconclusive. It is unlikely that further testing will reach us anything new. Research terminated. Subject released, but to remain under observation and report for mandatory medical examination on a monthly basis. 103 has been provided with the means of contacting Foundation personnel in the event of a change in condition. Research logs are to remain on file. Addendum 103-B. On redacted date, SCP-103 reported to a Foundation medical facility. SCP-103 was observed this time to be vomiting copious amounts of blood in excess of redacted liters. This blood did not match 103's blood type, nor did data expunged. Stomach pump procedure was attempted, but failed due to the volume of blood being produced. In redacted hours, blood flow ceased. Shortly thereafter, Medical Foundation personnel initiated an explorative search procedure. On opening it, 103's stomach cavity, Dr. Yoon noted several protrusions along the outer lining of the stomach. It is an approximation of a human face. When Dr. Yoon attempted a biopsy, and protrusions suddenly retreated, implying they were imprinted on a foreign body inside the stomach. Dr. Yoon was instructed to continue the exploratory procedure and performed admirably. His reluctance was noted on record and will be submitted as evidence of the hearing of Supervisor Redacted's court-martial procedure. When the stomach was opened, data expunged, ELAR to cestoid, data expunged fatalities, including Dr. Yoon, Research Assistant Sims, and Research Assistant Brentfield. Medical Supervisor Redacted's negligence is under review. SCP-103 has been reclassified as Euclid and recontained and updated protocols.